What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Haydxn and today we are doing something a little bit different other than just the regular movie news that we've been talking about. As some of you may know, I am quite the collector, especially when it comes to horror and Funko Pops, and I've always wanted to do a video showing you guys my horror Funko Pop collection. So in this video we are going to go ahead and do so. I got them all organized by franchise and which movie they came from, so we're going to be going through it franchise by franchise. I'm going to give you guys a good up close look at each of them. And hopefully this video doesn't end up being too long because like I said, I do have quite the collection. So if you're interested in seeing my horror Funko Pop collection, then go ahead and grab yourself a snack and a drink, sit tight, and let's get into it. The first Funko Pop that I want to talk about in today's video is the first horror Funko Pop that I remember getting at least, and that is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface. This Funko Pop is really cool. I like that they added the chainsaw and I really like the detail around the mask. You can even see the stitching around the sides. If you look close, you can also see the dirt splattered up against the apron and the blood splattered against his apron and the chainsaw as well. Once again, this is the first one that I do remember getting, but it's probably not the first one I ended up getting. I just think this Funko Pop is really cool and I was stoked to add it to my collection. The next Funko Pop I want to talk about here is Freddy Krueger from the Nightmare on Elm Street. Now this is a really old Funko Pop. This is probably one of the first horror ones that ended up releasing. It is number 2 in the Pop movies line. You can also tell it's really old by looking at the graphic of the Pop on the box. Once again, the detail that went into this Funko Pop was amazing. If you look close enough, you definitely can see his glove. You can also see the detail that goes into the burn marks on his face and on his hand. Even down to the bottom of his sweater. He has rips, he has the hat on, he has everything going for a Freddy Krueger Funko Pop. Now that I'm thinking about it, I might have gotten this one before the Leatherface. I think that this was a really old one that I added to my collection too. But either way, I was also excited to add this piece to my collection. Keeping it on brand with the old Funko Pops, the next one that I have here is the Friday the 13th Jason Voorhees. Once again, another very old Funko Pop. This says that it is actually number 1 in the Pop movies line, so this is very old. I honestly haven't looked at this one in quite some time. The more you look at older Funko Pops compared to the Funko Pops that they make nowadays, they honestly look kind of fake. I don't think this is fake also, I mean, but then again, you never know. I guess there is probably some sort of way I can tell, but I think they ended up actually remaking these in current times and not so old looking. So there probably is an updated version of this one somewhere, but this is the one that I got quite some time ago. Not too much going on with this one. You can see he's holding his machete and he does have the detail on the mask. If you also look at his skin, it also has that kind of purplish blue discoloration. So they did go all out on detail when it comes to this. They did as much as you could for a Jason Voorhees. This next one is one of my favorite ones that I do have in my horror collection, and it is Regan from The Exorcist. If you look close, you can see like the splatter marks on the box and everything. This is one of the first ones that I got. Definitely not the first, but I was really excited to get this. Once again, Funko absolutely nails the detail. They got the marks all over her face. They got the green eyes that I may or may not be wrong, they might glow in the dark. But like I said, the green splatters all over the box just added a lot of very cool detail, and I was stoked when I saw this in stores. Funko is really good about adding detail to their Funko Pops. So once again, I saw this, I knew I had to add it to my collection. This is one of my favorites in the Funko horror line. This next one is one of the newer ones that came out. I believe it just came out a few months ago, but I saw it at GameStop and I immediately knew that I had to get it. It is the red-faced demon from Insidious. I don't know what all those weird looking marks on the box are, so please ignore that. I'm pretty sure they were probably there when I bought this Funko Pop. But Insidious is one of the coolest movies that I've ever seen horror-wise, so as soon as I saw this Funko Pop, I knew that I had to add it to the collection. I don't have the wheezing demon that you can see there on the back, but I do need to add that one to the collection as well. Like I said, I saw this at GameStop and I knew I had to add it to my Pop collection. Not much going on. I mean, I guess they got as much detail as they could for the red-faced demon. In the movies, there isn't really much going on either. But this one is very cool and I was super excited to have it in my collection. The next one we got here is yet another old one that I got way back in the day when I started collecting, and that is Annabelle from obviously The Conjuring and the Annabelle movies. This one's probably one of the less detailed ones in the collection. You can see they got the crack in the eye and they got all the details on the outfit as well as the hair. They have a few marks on the face, but other than that, there's not really much going into this. I really like the picture that they have on the back of the box there. I think that that was really cool to add. Like I said, I got this quite some time ago. I don't exactly remember when, but I know this is one of the older ones for my collection. But yeah, Annabelle, added it to my collection. I saw it, I knew that I needed it, so I picked it up. Now we're going to be getting into the Halloween franchise, and for the first one I want to show is this very old Michael Myers Funko Pop. They ended up actually remaking this one again in modern time, but it's not exactly the same as the older one. The box that I have is very, very damaged. You can see that there is tape on the bottom and the back are very bent up. I got this one a very long time ago. This is probably one of the first ones I got as well with Freddy and Jason, but I didn't really understand the significance of taking care of the Funko Pops and keeping them in good condition. So as you can see, this box has been through some trouble, unfortunately, but I still have never taken it out of the box. I don't really take any Funko Pops out of the box. So while it's not in the best condition, it's not in the worst condition either. It's definitely passable. The next Halloween Funko Pop I have is this updated Michael Myers. Like I said, they did end up making another one, but as you can see, this one is a little bit different. The shape of the Funko Pop, as well as the stance that Michael Myers is standing in, you know, the mask coloration, the skin coloration, everything is very different between these two. I think I found this one at Walmart maybe a year or two ago, and I ended up purchasing it. I'm a big Michael Myers fan, big Halloween fan, obviously, so as soon as I saw this Funko Pop, I knew I needed to add it to the collection. Not a whole lot going on detail-wise. It is Michael Myers, so it is very basic, but I do think that it is a very cool Funko Pop. And the last one for the Halloween franchise is this Michael Myers standing behind the hedge, and this is a Hot Topic Scare Fair exclusive for 2023. Obviously, this is from the iconic scene of Michael Myers standing behind the bushes in the Halloween movie. As soon as I saw this pop get announced, I knew that I wanted it. Like I said, this is a 2023 Scare Fair exclusive from Hot Topic. I'm not sure if these are available anymore. They might not be. Something that's weird about this is you can actually see Michael Myers' entire side profile as well as the back of his head. They didn't really have the entire mask go around. I'm not sure why they chose to do that, but I mean, it's fine. I don't really care. And he's still standing on a piece of concrete with the bush. So instead of it just being a loose bush and a loose Funko Pop, they did give him a little piece that he is standing on. So once again, that is a very cool detail from Funko. The next movie that I have this categorized by is Trick or Treat. And for this first one, we're going to be looking at the Spirit Halloween exclusive Flocked Sam. If you're not sure what flocked means, it basically means that there is a part on the Funko Pop that is a fuzzy material. As you can see here, it is the outfit that he is wearing. This is a Spirit Halloween exclusive. I'm not sure if they still carry this. I think I got it last year at Spirit Halloween. A lot of detail went into this one. I always liked flock Funko Pops because I think that the fuzzy material is really cool. I don't take it out of the box, so it doesn't really matter for the feel to me, but I do think that it makes the pop look a lot cooler. There is still a price sticker on the back. I'm always scared to take stickers off because I don't want to leave the sticker residue, so if you see that, mind your business. Yeah, it's really cool, man. It has the rules of Halloween on the back. Once again, Flocked Sam Spirit Halloween exclusive. I have another Sam from Trick or Treat, and that is the Funko Shop exclusive Sam. As you can see, he's holding the lollipop. This one isn't flocked, so it's just the regular plastic material on the outfit, but the thing that makes this one different is the lollipop that he is holding. Same face and head mold, I'm pretty sure. I don't think they did anything different there, obviously. I mean, there's not much different you can do with it. This one's really cool. Like I said, it is a Funko exclusive. Once again, I don't know if this is still sold on the Funko website. But for the last one in the Trick or Treat category, and this is probably one of my favorites, it is the Spirit Halloween exclusive Chuckles. A lot of detail went into this one, from the mask all the way to the outfit, all the way to him holding his bucket full of candy. I think that this Funko Pop is very, very cool. Like I said, it is a Spirit Halloween exclusive. Once again, I don't know if they still carry this. I guess I probably should have did some research. But the box is basically the same. It has the rules of Halloween on the back, and I knew I wanted this for my collection as soon as I saw it. I'm pretty sure my girlfriend bought this for me, so shout out to her. But Chuckles, Spirit Halloween, Trick or Treat, one of my favorite Halloween movies of all time. The next franchise we're going to get into is the Chucky franchise, and this one might take a second because I do have quite a few Chucky Funko Pops. The first one to look at is the OG. It is the old Child's Play 2 Chucky Funko Pop. Once again, just like Jason and Michael, this is one of the first ones that I got for my collection. This box is in a lot better shape than the Michael Myers one was. I don't know what happened with Michael Myers. I don't know why it ended up being so bad. But not much going on with this Funko Pop detail-wise. I mean, you do see the detail on the face and on the outfit, and on the back of the box we do have a look at the Child's Play 2 poster, which is one of my favorite movie posters of all time. So while it's not the coolest or the most unique Funko Pop, I do think that it was necessary to add to the horror collection. The next one to take a look at here is the Bride of Chucky Funko Pop. Obviously this is Chucky. It is a lot more detailed than the last one. We got a better look at the details on the face. We got the stitching and the cracks. We also can see the gashes in the outfit, and he is holding an axe. A lot more detail on the box of this one. You can see the blood dripping down the sides and the blood coming up from the bottom. You can also look at the back and see that there is also a Tiffany in this set. Very, very cool set and a very cool Funko Pop. And obviously you cannot have the Bride of Chucky without the Bride of Chucky Tiffany, so I did pick this one up to add it to the collection as well. I will say I think that they nailed the look of Tiffany. They did as much as they could for making a doll into basically another doll, so I think that that's pretty cool. If you look closely, you can actually see the necklace as well as her tattoo there on her chest, so they did go all out when it comes to the detail. And just like the Chucky one, we get the blood on the box, we get the look at the two of them on the back. This one is very cool and I was so stoked to add it to my collection. Going back to the Hot Topic Scare Fair 2023s, we actually have a hybrid Funko Pop here. It is half Chucky and half Tiffany. It does have this weird black and white look thing going on. Obviously, this one isn't from any sort of movie, but it is just something unique and original that they were doing for the Scare Fair 2023, and I really think that it is a super, super cool addition to the collection. I'm not sure what the black and white thing is. Maybe they did that because it was a lot easier to mesh the two together, but like I said, this is a Hot Topic Scare Fair 2023 exclusive, probably not available anymore considering it's almost 2 years old. But I saw this at Hot Topic and I knew that I needed it for the Chucky collection, so obviously I had to pick it up. Going back to the weird Chucky Funko Pops, we have another one here. It is the same Bride of Chucky Funko Pop, but this one is kind of just colored in a very weird way. I'm not sure what this is. You know, sometimes Funko does these like black light Funko Pop things, but this doesn't really look like one of those to me. I could be wrong. I haven't tried putting it under a black light, but it is essentially exactly the same as the Bride of Chucky Funko Pop that we talked about earlier, just in completely different colors. And like I said, I do have the Good Guy Chucky variant of this one as well. This one is a lot more detailed. I like how he's halfway out of the pumpkin. He's also holding a knife, and the top half of the pumpkin's just kind of chilling on his head. Not entirely sure what they're going for here. Once again, I don't think it's anything out of a specific movie, but I do think that it's a very cool Funko Pop. It's actually the only Good Guy Funko Pop that I have. They have quite a few that they've made in the past, but this is the only one that I actually own. Okay, we're done with Chucky, but we're moving from one killer doll to another killer doll. Here I have the Funko Fusion Megan. Now, Funko Fusion is a Funko video game that came out not too long ago, and while I couldn't really care any less about the video game, I knew that as soon as I saw this Megan Funko Pop, I had to add it to the collection. Up until this, they had not had any actual Megan Funko Pops, and it's actually something that I had wanted for quite some time, so I was very happy to add this one to the collection. It says that there is a redeemable code for an in-game item. If you play Funko Fusion and you want this code, let me know down in the comments. Maybe I'll do some little giveaway or something. I don't really play the game, but like I said, it is Megan, it is horror, so I had to add it to the collection. I really like the detail. I think that they went all out, which is really cool. So yeah, Megan Funko Pop, added it to the collection 100%. Okay, this next one that I'm gonna show you is probably the coolest horror Funko Pop that I have in my collection, and that is because it is the Chase variant of Jack Torrance from The Shining. If you don't know what a Chase version is, it's basically a very rare edition of a collectible. So as you can see, the picture on the front, that's what the normal Funko Pop would look like, but obviously the Funko Pop inside is the different Chase version. One of my friends actually ended up picking this up for me at a convention. I did not find the Chase while I was just out and about shopping, sadly, but this is one of the few Chases that I do have in my Funko collection, and I knew that I needed it as soon as he sent me the picture. You can see red rum on the box there, as well as some more blood splatters. It's kind of like the Exorcist one where it goes out on the detail, and then they went all out on the detail when it comes to the side of the box and the back of the box as well. Very cool pictures, very cool collection, and I was so excited to have this one. Another really cool one that I added to the collection is Gage in Church from Pet Sematary. This is actually a Walmart exclusive, and it does glow in the dark. I think this one's really cool because the cat inside of there is actually a separate Funko Pop piece. When you take it out, you can actually display it on its own if you don't want it in the box where it is, and they also went all out on the detail when it comes to Gage as well. The original Pet Sematary is one of my favorite movies, so as soon as I saw this, once again, I had to add it to the collection. And the glow in the dark is always really cool on Funko Pops. Usually it works out really, really well. In this case, it does work very well. You can see the glow perfectly, and it is a Walmart exclusive. I go to Walmart all the time, so it was only a matter of time before I added this one to the collection. Now we're moving on to everybody's favorite franchise, and that is Terrifier. We have the Art the Clown Terrifier Funko Pop. The Terrifier Funkos are so cool in my opinion, and I think that that's because they went out on a lot of different details. They did a lot of different things when it comes to the outfit and the sculpt of the face, and they they really capture the look of Art the Clown perfectly. This one is one of the more basic ones in the set. It's just him standing there waving while he is holding a knife. As you can see on the back, there are plenty other Funko Pops in this collection. I do think that the detailing on the box is very cool. It kind of fits the aesthetic of the Terrifier movies. They did perfect when it comes to this Art the Clown Funko. I also have the Art the Clown on the bike Funko Pop, yet another one in the Terrifier collection. This one's a little bit more advanced when it comes to detail. As you can see, he's sitting there on the bike and he is also waving. The bike is a really cool sculpted piece, and it's cool when Funko goes all out on details like this. There is a little bit of a tear in the top corner of mine, but it's okay. I don't really plan on selling these anyway, so unless you're selling them, I wouldn't say you have to keep the box in 100% perfect condition. But this is one of my favorite ones out of the Terrifier collection. Obviously, I couldn't just stop at 2, so I had to get the Art the Clown bloody version as well. He's sitting there with his arms out and the blood covering him. Once again, the detail is incredible. It's not the best sculpt. It is pretty basic. It is basically the same as the regular Art the Clown holding the knife, but the detail on the sculpt combined with the blood covering him was enough to warrant getting another one. This is probably my second favorite in the collection for Terrifier, behind the one that I'm about to show you now. And the one that I'm about to show you now is the Funko Shop exclusive Art the Clown with sunglasses. This one's very hard to come by because every time Funko stocks it, it sells out almost immediately, but this is a Funko Shop exclusive. As you can see, he does have the sunflower glasses on, which is so cool in my opinion. There's actually a chase variant of this Funko Pop where he is covered in blood. I don't have that variant, but I do need to get it very, very soon. Like I said, it's just very hard to get your hands on these right now. But this is definitely my favorite Funko Pop in the Terrifier collection, and one of my favorite Funko Pops in my overall collection as well. We only have a couple left to get through here, and for this next franchise, we're going to be taking a look at it. And for the first one I want to look at is the old Pennywise variant. This box has definitely seen better days. It is yet again one of the older ones that I had in my collection, so I don't know what the random sticky residue is. This one's really cool. I do remember getting this when I was a lot younger. I think that I was actually kind of scared of it when I first got it, but they did a lot when it comes to the detail, especially on the face paint and the detail on the box. This one was so cool because it used to be one of my favorite movies of all time. And obviously they ended up remaking it, and for that we got new Funko Pops and we got a new Pennywise. This is actually the Pennywise holding the paper boat. I do think that the detail on this one is yet again incredible. They captured the face perfectly as well as the hair and the outfit, and it's cool when they add little things like the paper boat in the boxes with them. The picture on the back of this box is also very, very cool. It's a little art piece that they had. We got Pennywise standing behind Georgie holding the red balloon. I think that it is very, very cool, and I was excited to add this one to the collection. For the last one in the It collection, we have Georgie here, who is also holding the paper boat. This one's pretty basic. It's not one of the more advanced ones, obviously, but we do have a lot of detail when it comes to the outfit as well as the boat. You can see where he had written SS Georgie, but this is one of the ones that I do remember getting for my collection. Like I said, it's pretty old, pretty basic, but cool enough to warrant adding it to the collection. I have another standalone one here, and it is from the Black Phone movie. We have the grabber here with the mask. If you know me, then you know that the Black Phone is one of my favorite horror movies of all time, especially for the modern ages, so I think that this Funko Pop was a must-add for the collection. I think the grabber is very cool, I think the mask is very cool, and I absolutely love the movie. There is some more characters in this set that I don't have yet, but I do think I am going to be getting my hands on those pretty soon. Just like the Terrifier ones, they are kind of hard to get at this moment because they just keep selling out everywhere. But there's a lot of detail on this one. You can see the blood splatters, you can see he is holding the axe, he also has a ring on as well as the watch on his wrist. This one's very, very cool, and I needed to add it to the collection since the Black Phone is one of my favorite movies. I got one more here that I want to take a look at. This is more of an honorable mention because I wouldn't really call it horror because it doesn't really fit in the category with actual horror movies, but this is the Barnes & Noble exclusive Goosebumps The Haunted Mask Funko Pop. Once again, this is one of the coolest ones in my collection. The detail is absolutely incredible, and this is the blacklight version, so it has all types of crazy colors going on. The detail on the box is also really cool. I've always loved Goosebumps and the Goosebumps logo and just everything to do with Goosebumps. I do need to get the Night of the Living Dummy. I need to get the Slappy Funko Pop to actually call my life complete. But this is one of my favorite ones, and I do think it is one of the coolest ones in my collection. This is a Barnes & Noble exclusive. I'm sure they still carry this. I think this is one of the newer ones that have come out. Hopefully the next time I go to Barnes & Noble, probably here in about a week or two, I can actually find some more of the Goosebumps collection. And just like that, that officially wraps up my horror Funko Pop collection. If you guys have your own collection, let me know what your favorite Funko Pop is out of that collection down in the comments below, or let me know what your favorite out of my collection is in the comments also. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you are going to subscribe to the channel, then you might as well click that notification bell as well, because it is literally right there next to that subscribe button. My name is Haydxn. As always, it was a pleasure having you here on the channel, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video. Peace out.